The theme of this year's Wounded Warrior Conference is hiring our nation's heroes. And though many business owners say they support hiring the military, the Navy is asking more employers to hire wounded and disabled veterans. Joining me is Navy Commander George Byrd. He's the Wounded Warrior Program Manager for SPAWAR, and Crystal May Pelham, a Marine Corps veteran who served in Iraq. Welcome.
Thank you.
Crystal, tell us, you were a heavy diesel mechanic for more than 3 years in Iraq. How were you injured, and tell us about your injuries?
It was a vehicle accident that I had when I was over there. I ended up falling 9.5 feet and I destroyed my knee. I ripped everything. It was such a severe injury that, I was in the hospital for several days, and, they had to brace me up. It was a horrible accident.
You thought at one point you may not be able to walk, and you've had lots of surgeries.
I ended up with 5 surgeries to be able to walk again.
But you saved your leg and you are able to walk.
Yes, ma'am. I was not going to give up. I wanted to continue and work as hard as I possibly can to do as much success with walking again as I could.
And you are. And Commander Byrd, is Crystal's story typical of the kind of injuries that we're seeing from wounded veterans? Is she the typical age of somebody coming back from Iraq?
She is the typical age. The primary age of the population here in San Diego is 22 to 28. Most of them are males, but there are females as well. And most of them are missing a limb, majority legs.
How many wounded veterans are actually seeking employment, let's say, on a monthly basis?
On a monthly basis, it's double the current unemployment rate. So the current unemployment rate is 7.8 to 8%. Double that for veterans here in San Diego.
So numbers, I think you mentioned we're 300 or so every month?
We're losing 300 to 500 out of the military every month as far as wounded warriors and disabled veterans. And so probably anywhere from 25% of those folks are right here in San Diego. We have the largest population in the country.
Crystal, what has your experience been? You went through the surgery, you were able to walk. When you tried to find a job, what was that like for you?
For me, it was almost impossible. I went from job fair to job fair. I asked questions, and all I got was, "I'm sorry, we couldn't help you." You can only attend so many job fairs before you just want to give up.
Why weren't they helping you? Was it because you were injured? Was it because you were looking for a different type of job?
I didn't have the physical ability to do most jobs. When you have, a leg cast and you're not able to do certain mobilities, they kind of see you as a hazard.
Commander Byrd, is that a major roadblock? I mean, what is the major roadblock for hiring wounded warriors?
That's a very common stigma. I mean, most employers think that just because a person doesn't have a leg or missing the limb, or maybe they're suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder or traumatic brain injury, that they can't function and do the job, which is completely false.
False because there are programs out there, because these men and women know how to counter their PTSD?
Right, they know how to counter their PTSD, and I think a lot of it is education on the part of the employers in the civilian side as well as the government side of the house to help them understand what they can do if a person is suffering from PTSD or TBI and managing that person as an employee.
And what about the physical disabilities? You don't necessarily need weight-bearing legs to do certain jobs.
That's correct, and I think a lot of employers look at that as a possibility that that person can't move around as easily as they need to, or they can't get from their desk to the next place, which is completely false as well. There are opportunities for employers to make maybe physical changes to their company or mold a job that fits that person, and then they have to be open-minded to that.
Okay, and Crystal, what would you tell wounded warriors? What is the one thing they should focus on when trying to come back and get a job?
Know that there is opportunities, and that whatever you do find, take that opportunity and run with it. It's there because you've done your job, you've served your country, so you deserve what comes to you.
Any advice on trying to get new skills or going back to school?
You should always look at your options and find what you love. Just because you're wounded doesn't mean you can't do the job that you love in life.
And that's part of what this conference is, right? Commander Byrd, tell us about it. Who's going to be there? Are there going to be job recruiters, and what are you doing there?
There's an entire career fair that's happening on the backside of the conference, basically, starting at 10 o'clock each day. While there are workshops going on for the employers and wounded warriors and veterans, there's an entire career fair with employers who are actually doing interviews on site and hiring folks as well.
And some resume, I understand, resume preparation. And
there's some resume preparation. A lot of that happened earlier last week at Camp Pendleton and as well as at Balboa. Folks that I network with went in to help Wounded Warriors and veterans work on their resumes. All
right. Commander George Byrd and Veteran Crystal May Pelham, thank you both for joining us.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.